Hello, Cancer. Good to see you. I know the last 6 months have been pretty tough, so this is your Fuck 2020 tarot reading, and it's going to be a simple 3 card spread, past, present, and future. We're going to look at what's up ahead for the rest of this year, for the last 4 months of the year. Goal is to give you some insight and perspective, some optimism from the Oracle. And I've also felt I needed to come back and share my gift because I've seen so many people just emotionally devastated. So it's still for entertainment purposes. I'm not here to give medical, legal, or psychological counseling, but I do want to sort of help you see the bigger picture of what's going on in your life. So I'm going to shuffle, cut, and then I'm going to do a quick spread and draw 3 random cards. All right. This first card, it's going to be your past. Next card, Cancer, your future. This is your present, this is your future. Past, present, future. Okay. Past. A Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is fearless. Swords represent air, which is communication. It also represents truth and clarity, which are also a part of communication. He's fearless, and I think that is the dominant impression of the Knight of Swords. You're fearless, you know what you want, and you're not afraid to get it, but you are also not afraid of obstacles or crises. So let it suffice to say that during this crisis, you are watery, but the energy is like, okay, we're going to solve this problem here. We're going to figure it out. There's been a lot of upheaval. Maybe you are having some issues with your partner. This pandemic has turned everyone's life upside down. So, what I see you doing here, Cancer, is problem solving, trying to stamp out the fires right away. You're going in fearlessly. You're being a support to your other family and friends. In your present, you have Queen of Wands. You're not getting any water yet. But this Queen of Wands, this is a wonderful energy. It can actually represent someone in your life with fire. The Queen of Wands, queens are passive. That's not a bad thing. It just means that queens are about supporting and helping and caring and empathizing. So the Queen of Wands is always optimistic. She's always confident. And it doesn't mean that you can't have that energy, because our astrological charts are much more complex than just a sun sign. But if this is another person, this person has sort of come into your life as a rescue, or it means that you might have adopted this fire energy um, to keep your family together and to support your partners and your children and all of that. So again, Queen of Wands is always happy, optimistic, and sociable. But I feel like what's going on here with you, Cancer, is that you've had to reach out to a lot of people. You've had to support a lot of family members, and you've had to step out your Cancer watery lane for a second and use that fire to work in ways that you didn't before, to think in ways you didn't before. More, not necessarily aggressive, but you're not as passive. Fire is more active, water is sort of passive. So I see you being more active in supporting your friends and family right now. For the future, And this, I think, showed up before. This is the Ace of Swords. So the sword thing, wielding the sword, it means that you are going to wield the sword correctly. Whatever it is you're going to war at, you will succeed. This is about not only truth and clarity, but making sure you understand the bigger picture. And I feel like near the end of the year, you'll know what direction you need to take to keep your family or your friends or to keep yourself together. You're going to figure it out. And remember, water signs are natural empaths and psychics. So I kind of feel like when I look through these three cards, you're going to just sort of start a fire here. Your energy is going to change to where right now you're more active, but you're always thinking things through. You're still figuring it out. You're still juggling things and you're still adapting to situations that might be a little bit more intense or, um, like maybe your partner is taking on extra shifts to pay the rent. Maybe you've been laid off and you've had to do a lot of that problem solving. So I think you're going to be able to do that. But it definitely shows me that some of you Cancers are being very flexible with what's going on and that um, you feel for your family, you care for your friends, family, and loved ones so much that your energy has sort of been in overdrive right now just to keep things together. And you'll be fine. Okay. So that was your reading, Cancer. It's good to be back. I needed to come back because I see so many people around me, my friends and family, um, just really trying to see a light at the end of the tunnel during this time. So I hope, as simple as the spread was, that it did help you and it gave you some insight. But if you would like more insight, there's always tarotbyair.com. Okay? Take care, and hopefully I should be able to see you next month, barring another crisis. But I feel like I needed to come back. I'm glad to be back. So um, take care. I wish you love and light, and you'll hear from me again.